So advertising, there are lots of places you can advertise. You can advertise on Facebook, Amazon, BookBub. I'll tell you about BookBub. I mean, you've probably heard of all these other social medias, right? Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, and you can advertise in print media. There are conventions for different types of writer. There are conventions for children's books, for mysteries, for romance, for sci-fi, and they have print programs and print catalogs, and you can advertise in those to the people. They're usually fan conventions. So I've started going to the mystery, a lot of the mystery conventions. So they're fans that come to see authors, and they will get this program, and it will have, you can buy, you have to pay, right, to have an ad in those programs. So I'm now going to talk about, again, the pros and cons, and what for me anyway has worked the best. Facebook ads and Amazon ads and BookBub ads are by far the best advertising. I've tried Pinterest, and I keep thinking it should work. It really should, but it doesn't for me. I mean, I get some sales on Pinterest. Maybe it gets some buzz, but I don't see that it's profitable that in the way that I do on Facebook and Amazon. And BookBub's a little harder for me to see directly how much I'm making from BookBub, but I can see that it does make a difference. Like I sell more books if I'm advertising on BookBub. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, especially for promotions. I'll use BookBub because I still think for me, and I think for most people, the money is better spent. You get more bang for your buck from Facebook ads and Amazon ads. I've tried Snapchat, TikTok. They're really more, as you might guess, for younger people. And I thought since my Jessica James, and then, the children's thing, like for 12-year-olds. But the Jessica James, the protagonist is like 21, and maybe she's 25 by now. I thought that might appeal to more young adult or new adult. But from my experience, I got a ton of traffic from Snapchat, especially, and it was fun. It's fun to set up ads there, actually. Their system for setting up ads is kind of fun, but I didn't get any sales. So I think it's like, maybe 17-year-olds that don't buy anything, or maybe don't have any money. I don't know. But if you had a book that really was targeting those people, I think you could sell. And I've heard of, there's Book Talk and like TikTok for books, and they're selling, the book talkers are definitely making books sell. I was reading about even major publishers are starting to hire these mostly young women, to do the TikTok book talks for them. But I think that then your book would have to really appeal to that demographic of younger people, and especially young women, because women are mostly the readers of books by far too. So just in general. But so I think that Snapchat and TikTok and YouTube could be good if you had a book that really would appeal to a young person. But for me, the best has been Facebook, Amazon, and BookBub. And my demographic, even though my protagonist is 20 something, is still women over 60, women over 65. I mean, I think in general, again, the biggest share of the book reading market is older women. So, you could target older women. All right. So I'm going to talk about some of these different options for advertising. Facebook ads, as I said, Facebook ads are, for me, they're a bit like gambling, and I actually am not a gambler, and I hate gambling. But yeah, I call it kind of the horse race. Am I ahead today, or am I behind? Because you can lose money on Facebook too. But the great thing about it is you can set your budget so you can spend $1 a day if that's what you want to spend. You can spend $5 a day. And not only can you get a lot of information, but you could actually, sell something, and you definitely can get buzz for $1 a day. Whereas if you hire a PR agency, you're going to spend at least $5,000, $8,000, and who knows what you're going to get. So I go with $1 a day. So, one of the easiest things you can do, but it's not the most effective, is promote your Facebook posts from your author Facebook page. Okay, I see somebody said something in the chat. Book review shows on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, I think that especially for younger people, I put up some book trailers on YouTube, but I actually haven't done YouTube advertising, but you can do YouTube advertising. What is your advertising budget for, say, 3 months? That's a little hard to say. Another thing I don't do very well is accounting. And also, I think I would scare you if I told you what my budget, how much I spend on advertising on Facebook. I usually spend on Facebook. Well, I don't want to scare you because you can do it a lot cheaper. I have a very complicated system that's aimed at selling books that I sell myself. And probably most of you know me from that. You've gotten sucked in to my system. But what I do is these two are actually my most successful ads, what you're seeing here. And they also have, the description goes on, you could click see more and you'll see more. But these are my most successful ads, and my system, you would click get offer and it would take you to a page where you would enter your email address and you would get the first book, Wolf, for free. So what I do is I give away the first book. And then as soon as you put in your email address and click get the book, I have a whole system that will deliver the book through email to you. And it will take you to another page that will offer you the whole set for $19.99. Which is 6 books now. And that is how I try to make money with the Facebook ads. So I give them something for free. Basically on Facebook, I say, here's a free book and anybody can get it. They don't have to buy anything and they just give me their email address. Basically, they sign up for my newsletter and they get the book. But as soon as they click get the book, they're taken to another page that tries to sell them the whole set. And that's how I make money on the Facebook ads. So I spend a lot of money on Facebook ads. And my profit margin is not that big. So that's another thing that's probably going to scare you. It actually scares me. It scares me sometimes. I've quit spending as much as I did because I found that, okay, ready to be scared? I found that I could spend $20,000 a month and make net profit off Facebook. So, not just make $5,000 a month. So not like, oh, I spent 20,000, I got 5,000 back. I spent 20,000, I got 25,000 back. So I spent 20,000 and I made $25,000, but that's gross. And so my net was $5,000. But I also found that I could spend $15,000 and still make $5,000. So, it's not quite as scary. It's pretty scary spending $15,000 a month, but it's not as scary as getting that credit card bill for $25,000. I mean, even if you made 20,000 of it back. Yeah. So that's why I say it's like gambling, but you don't have to spend that much. I mean, you don't have to go, what people who are using Facebook to do ads is usually are trying to do is scale up. So you get an ad that works and you spend $1 and you make $5. Okay, wow, you're like, that is amazing. So what if I spent $10? Would I make $50? And what if I spent $100? Could I scale it up? And that's why so many people like Facebook ads. You can scale them up. Amazon ads, I make money from Amazon ads, but you cannot scale them up. It's really difficult because they work in a totally different way. It's very difficult to get them to spend your money. So on Facebook, if you say you set a budget for your ad, so let's say you set $5 a day you want to spend, Facebook is going to spend that $5 every single day. They're going to spend it.